Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, November 5th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, my triggers lead me closer to my personal liberation. And today we are coming off of new moon in Scorpio energy, and we are remembering that it is the 5th of November. That feels significant in this energy. And we have three energy shifts today. We have Venus moving out of Sagittarius and into the sign of Capricorn. That'll be early in the morning. We have Mercury moving into the sign of Scorpio. That's afternoon. And then we have the moon in evening moving into Sagittarius. So with all three of these shifts, we're going to be feeling a lot of 29-degree energy, a lot of 0-degree energy, and both of them have oomph to them. So let's start with this. Venus shift. Now, Venus moving into Capricorn. Venus will be moving into Capricorn for about 4 months. Venus will be hanging out all the way to March. Crazy, crazy, because Venus usually is in and out, right? So Venus in Capricorn. Capricorn is where we align with purpose. Capricorn is where we align with commitment and responsibility. So with Venus, the planet of love, the planet of balance, the planet of beauty and relationships moving into Capricorn, this is a call to get serious. This is a call for commitment. Now, to me, the first and foremost commitment of Venus in Capricorn is commitment to self-love, because if we're not able to commit to ourselves, then who can we really commit to? However, I think we need to look at, with Venus in Capricorn, where we've committed to money and our jobs and what society wants, above all else, above our relational commitments, to our partner commitments, and to our, again, relationship that we have with ourselves. Where do we put everything else above it? This Venus in Capricorn, especially when it's going retrograde, is going to be asking us to look at that and find a new balance in and through that. And again, part of Capricorn energy is about responsibility. So while Venus in Sagittarius can be freewheeling and fun, this is definitely a little bit more serious in its nature. But again, I think this is a good thing. Now, of note, Venus will be at 0 degrees through the day. So you may not feel very Venus-y. You may not feel very loving. I often feel meh when Venus is at 0. So just keep that in mind. Tend to yourself. Start working on that commitment. How do I commit to myself, above all? And let this be a foundation that I build all my other relationships, including relationships with money and all of that. How can I build from there? I really think checking in with our values will definitely be a big part of this Venus in Capricorn. So we will discuss as it evolves through. We have a long time to really get a hold of this one. Mercury. Oh, Mercury finally moving out of Libra. Mercury's been in Libra for a while. Sorry, I didn't look when, but we went through that retrograde. So it's been several months that we've had Mercury working Libra. Mercury moving into Scorpio. Oh, has perfect timing. If you heard the hissing, Mercury in Scorpio is that. Mercury in Scorpio, it takes our Scorpio processing to the next level, because this brings our mental energy into it, along with the sun already working that energy. What we need to watch for with Mercury in Scorpio is a tendency towards paranoia, a tendency towards darkness. Remember, we have Libra before Scorpio, because Libra is stay in balance. Even when you go there, remember to come up for the light. So if you're finding yourself feeling paranoid, if you're finding yourself just inundated by seeming shadows and darkness, don't be afraid to come back up into the light. Remember that part of Scorpio work is the work of empowerment, and while we can be empowered through our process of doing shadow work, our work is not to just get stuck in the muck. Our work is to rise up into that power. Mercury does move fairly faster than Venus, so Mercury will be like shifting soon to that 1 degree. So we won't be offline too long with that, but just watch Mercury between 29-degree Libra through a large portion of the day, again, reminding us of balance, and then at 0, Mercury may feel a little bit retrograde-y, but it's temporary. It will shift. And so, yeah. Final shift, Moon moving into Sagittarius. It's later in the evening, and I love this, taking the place of Venus and reminding us, like, think big, check the horizon, and recognize that as much as we think we know the tiniest portion of what's going on. And our work is to collaborate and work with others and to keep our minds open. So with the Moon in Sagittarius, don't be afraid to be optimistic in regards to possibilities. You know, a lot of people, I feel like as humans, there's chaos back there. Chaos with cats. I feel like as humans, we can get very dramatic and sometimes go for the worst case scenario. And while sometimes worst case scenarios happen, they don't have to. And we need to hold space for the good. And I've said this before, but sometimes when things are very hard, it's always particularly during Scorpio season, I always remind myself, I believe in good things. I believe in good things. I believe in good things. And so sometimes having that mantra repeat in the background can help us realign with the good, the so much good that is there for us. As Mahalo continues to demonstrate Scorpio for us. He's a Scorpio rising and moon. Besides all these transits, we have a few other lunar connections in the morning, it looks like, before the moon goes void, of course. It's kind of just going to be an off day, I would say, with all of these shifts and coming off of the dark moon, the new moon energy. Moon connecting to Neptune, psychic dreams. I had alien dreams last night. I've been wanting to discuss this all day. And I keep forgetting, but oh my gosh, I had very profound dreams. So check in with your dreams. That is one way that our intuition likes to speak with us. Also, sometimes it is helping us process things that we haven't been able to go to. So as the moon connects with Neptune, watch for that. Moon squaring Jupiter, do not let your fears prohibit you from aligning with your higher vision and your vibration. Fear is a very heavy energy. While it has its place, it is not something that we want to get stuck in. So check yourself. Are you allowing your full connection to your vision, your dreams, those desires? Jupiter in Aquarius reminds you it's an important part of your process to have that energy. I think sometimes we can be afraid of our desire as well. A biscuit just joined me. Yeah, hi everyone. It's a biscuit. Okay. Moon connecting to Pluto. That's actually very early in the day still. Checking our empowerment. Where do you stand in regards to these energies? And empowerment is also sometimes being like, I'm going to sit down for now and chill and rise up later. Or I'm going to go to the shadow place. I'm going to feel these feels and then I'm going to, rise up later. And then after that, we have that void of course energy. Mahalo joined us too, by the way. So let's look at these cards. I love this one. Oops, I'm dropping. Awareness card. Moving forward in and through these energies. All of this is moving, grooving us. Awareness, peeling through these layers, coming into our truer self. As we peel through the layers, though, we will go through moments of connecting to the old energies that we're still holding on to and carrying. Scorpio season is ripe for releasing this. As of the new moon, which we just passed through as of this recording, we're moving into eclipse season. Eclipse season is very potent as well for letting go of the old and aligning with the new. Speaking of aligning with the new, here we are receiving, being open to receive. In my patron group for the new moon, there were so many cards that reminded us to be open to receive, be open to all the good that is there for us. So do keep that in mind, especially with Venus and Capricorn. Venus and Capricorn can be very productive and really help us with that receptivity. Be responsible. Oh, I love this. Be responsible. Be responsible to your personal receptivity. Consciousness. Be aware of your mind, especially with Mercury at that 29 Libra. We may have some pendulum mental energies going on, and then the 0 Scorpio, it's like the pendulum drops off into the mud. So be aware of that. And I have cat fuzz on my face and it's so itchy. Be aware of that and be responsible for that energy. And finally, we finish off with Zorba the Buddha. Good to remember during Venus in Capricorn. Make time for balance in your life. Make time for the pleasure. Make time for the work. Make time for spirit. Make time for 3D. Where do you need to come into balance with and for yourself? All right. So that is it for today. Eclipse readings available, $44 for that. Email me about that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.